Hello everybody, my name is Maria Florencia Borrello. This is me. It's a pleasure to be part of FAAPI, though I apologize for not being able to be physically present today. However, thanks to the new technologies that shorten distances, I can somehow be virtually present to introduce my work. Popular culture text, thinking outside the book and onto the screen. Defined as digital native by author Mark Prensky, the current generation of students has been born into a highly technological world where they are all native speakers of the language of computers, video games, digital devices, and web platforms. This new media has indeed come to offer students endless possibilities to engage in interaction with others beyond the physical boundaries of the classroom. With the proliferation of mobile devices such as smartphones, MP3 players, and tablets, popular culture nowadays is rich with engagement in online social media. As a result, production of popular culture texts has grown rapidly in recent years. Popular culture texts, constructed, linked, and disseminated through online digital technologies within informal contexts, play a powerful role in what students choose to read and write, but most importantly, in how they read and write. Therefore, we are in the middle of an inevitable shift in both teaching and learning practices, which indeed creates a strong argument for acknowledging this new digital media skill within the formal setting of the classroom. Put more bluntly, 21st century learning needs new spaces, both physical and virtual, that connect the school, college, or university with the global community of the web. Having said this, the present work hence sets out to explore multimedia publishing and the potentials it has to offer foreign language learners in the production and consumption of popular culture texts. As the ability to download, create, and share multimodal literary text continues to expand, podcasting, video publishing, and live streaming can be great motivators for students to engage in meaningful global communication. For the sake of economy, though, and due to time constraints, this presentation will only introduce video publishing. However, for those of you interested in learning more about podcasting and live streaming, you can access the complete presentation at this link or refer to my work published in the FAAPI Conference Selected Papers ebook. Reinventing the textbook. Video publishing, also known as movie making, is digital storytelling in its most complex form. All that is required to create a video is a digital camera, smartphone or laptop, and a video editing program like Windows Movie Maker or iMovie for Apple computers. Both programs come with useful tutorials, and there are always loads of YouTube videos online based on the subject. The potential of video publishing is indeed limitless. From a foreign language teaching standpoint, teachers could have students read and perform stories or poetry they write, or further ask them to create digital stories by simply using pictures and then recording audio voiceovers onto the images. By way of an example, I now invite you to enjoy a digital story I created myself and which I have entitled Embodiment.
Embodiment. I am text. I am writing. I am writing on me. I am writing on this. The story began to be written the moment my life began. And now, here I am, an open book. Inside the book cover, chapters are chaotic and confusing. The cover says more than the book. Chapter 1 is in fact the ending. Chapter 2 is missing. Chapter 3 needs proofreading. And the rest of the book is still in progress. Some paragraphs have been written and rewritten, and some have been erased with the hope that they would never be read. Some are boldly typed to stand out. Some pages are ripped out. Some parts have been added afterwards. Some chapters have been written for me by authors known and unknown. The more you read, the more I reflect. I am a book that has no ending. Each page I write could be the first.
From an educational perspective, creating and sharing multimodal text can be a great motivator for students. Podcasting, video publishing, and live streaming are all great ways to get student content online. Creativity with digital media provides opportunities for self-expression and the making of new content to be shared with authentic, wider audiences. In addition, given that the almost ubiquitous presence of smartphones and free online interactive networks have begun to blur many of the cultural definitions of communication that we have lived under for generations, the overall meaning of literacy is unavoidably becoming resignified as a result. Nowadays, in a media-saturated world, it is no longer enough for students to simply learn how to read and write. Current generations of students need to develop the ability to sort through, analyze, decode, create, and communicate information through different media. We, as educators, are thus responsible for teaching media literacy skills to our students. Unfortunately, some educators perpetuate traditional teaching practices and modes of literacy, thereby creating a divide between students' meaningful real-life learning and that which is delivered in the classroom. Evolving pedagogies demand evolving curriculum design that integrates technology and the teaching of 21st century skills into our everyday educational practice. In this light, the discussion so far has actually been meant as a starter, prompting educators to carry ideas forward, examine their teaching practice, and think critically about the pedagogical implications of implementing new tools and digital media skills into the classroom to create popular culture text to be shared with the global community of the web. Within the framework of multimedia, multiliteracy pedagogy, educators can help broaden students' opportunities to express themselves as well as their linguistic and creative talents. It is therefore crucial that the concept of literacy be expanded to include visual, audio, interactive, and digital media. For, as Richardson states, if we fail to graduate students who are not able to create, sustain, and participate in these networks in safe, ethical, and effective ways, we've done them a disservice. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of the panel.